Proverbs chapter 1, the value of wise sayings. The Proverbs of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel, to acquire wisdom and discipline, to understand the words of insight, to receive instruction in wise behavior, righteousness, justice, and fairness, to give discernment to the naive, knowledge and discretion to the youth. Let the wise listen and increase learning, and the discerning obtain wise counsel, to understand a proverb and a puzzle, the sayings of the wise and their riddles. The wisdom of parents. The fear of Adonai is the beginning of knowledge. But fools despise wisdom and discipline. Hear, my son, your father's instruction, and forsake not your mother's teaching, for they are a garland of grace for your head and a chain to adorn your neck. Avoid a bloodthirsty gang. My son, if sinners entice you, do not give in. Suppose they say, "Come with us." Let's lie in wait for blood. Let's ambush the innocent for no reason. Let's swallow them alive like Sheol, still healthy as they go down to the pit. We'll find all sorts of valuable things. We'll fill our homes with loot. Throw your lot in with us. We'll all have one wallet. My son, do not go along with them. Keep your foot from their path, for their feet run to evil, and they are swift to shed blood. Surely it is useless to spread a net in the eyes of all the winged creatures, but they lie in wait for their own blood. They ambush their own lives. Such is the fate of all gaining by violence. It takes the life of its possessor. Wisdom calls, but who listens? Wisdom calls aloud in the streets. She raises her voice in public squares. She cries out above the commotion. At the entrances of the city gate she utters her speech. How long will you naive ones love simplicity? You scoffers delight in scoffing, and you fools hate knowledge. You are repulsed at my rebuke. Behold, I pour out my heart to you. I'll make my word known to you, because you refused when I called and did not pay attention when I stretched out my hand. Since you ignore all my advice and will not accept my rebuke, I in turn will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when dread comes on you, when your terror comes like a storm and your calamity sweeps over you like a whirlwind. When trouble and distress overwhelm you, then they will cry out to me, but I will not answer. They will earnestly seek me, but will not find me, because they hated knowledge. They did not choose the fear of Adonai. They would not accept my counsel. They spurned all my reproof. So they will eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own schemes, for the backsliding of the naive will kill them, and the complacency of fools will destroy them. But whoever pays attention to me will live securely and be free from the fear of evil. Proverbs chapter 2. Seek treasures of wisdom. My son, if you accept my words and treasure my mitzvot within you, making your ear attentive to wisdom, inclining your ear to discernment, yes, if you call out for insight, lifting up your voice for discernment, if you seek her silver and search for her as for hidden treasures, then you will know the fear of Adonai and discover the knowledge of God, for Adonai gives wisdom. Out of his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. He stores up sound wisdom for the upright. He is a shield to those who walk in integrity. He guards the paths of justice and protects the way of his Kedoshim. Then you will discern what is right and just and fair, every good path, just and fair. For wisdom will enter your heart, and knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. Discretion will watch over you, discernment will guard you, to deliver you from the way of evil, from those speaking perverse things, who leave the straight paths to walk in ways of darkness, who rejoice in doing wrong and delight in the perversity of evil, whose paths are crooked and are devious in their ways, to deliver you from a seducing woman, a wayward wife with seductive words, who forsakes the partner of her youth and forgets the covenant of her God. For her house sinks down to death, and her tracks to the dead. None who go to her return, nor reach the paths of life. So you will walk in the way of good men, and keep to the paths of the righteous. For the upright will dwell in the land, and the blameless will remain in it, but the wicked will be cut off from the land, and the treacherous uprooted from it. Proverbs chapter 3. In all your ways acknowledge him. My son, do not forget my teaching, but let your heart keep my mitzvah. For length of days and years of life and shalom they will add to you. Let kindness and truth never leave you. Bind them up around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Then you will gain favor and a good name in the eyes of God and man. Trust in Adonai with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear Adonai and turn away from evil. It will be healing to your body and refreshment to your bones. Honor Adonai with your wealth and with the first of your entire harvest, and your barns will be filled with plenty. Your vats will overflow with new wine. Discipline is the father's love. My son, never despise Adonai's discipline, or dread his correction, for Adonai loves those he reproves, even as a father, the son in whom he delights. Precious pearls, a tree of life. Happy is the man who finds wisdom, and the man who gains understanding, for her trade value is better than silver, and her yield is better than fine gold. She is more precious than jewels, and nothing you desire compares to her. Length of days is in her right hand, and her left hand are riches and honor. Her ways are pleasant ways, and all of her paths are shalom. She is a tree of life to those who embrace her, and blessed will be all who hold firmly to her. By wisdom Adonai founded the earth. By understanding he established the heavens. By his knowledge the deeps were divided, and the clouds dripped dew. My son, hold on to sound wisdom and discernment. Do not let them out of your sight. They will be life to your soul and an ornament to grace your neck. Then you will walk your way in safety, and your foot will not stumble. When you lie down, you will not be afraid. When you lie down, your sleep will be sweet. Have no fear of sudden terror, or of the devastation of the wicked when it comes. For Adonai will be your confidence, and will keep your foot from a snare. Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due. When it is in your power to act, do not say to your neighbor, come back later. I'll give it tomorrow when you have it with you. Do not plot evil against your neighbor while he lives trustfully beside you. Do not quarrel with a man for no reason, if he has done you no harm. Do not envy a violent man or choose any of his ways, for the devious are detestable to Adonai, but he takes the upright into his confidence. Adonai's curses on a wicked house, but he blesses a righteous man home. Though he scoffs at the scoffers, he gives grace to the humble. The wise inherit honor, but fools are upheld in disgrace. Proverbs chapter 4. A father's lesson, get wisdom. Listen, my sons, to a father's instruction, and pay attention to gain understanding. For I give you sound learning. Do not forsake my instruction. When I was a son to my father, tender and special to my mother, he taught me and said to me, lay hold of my words in your heart. Keep my commands, and you will live. Get wisdom, get understanding. Do not forget nor turn away from the words of my mouth. Do not forsake her, and she will guard you. Love her, and she will watch over you. Wisdom is supreme. Acquire wisdom. With all your acquisitions, get understanding. Prize her, and she will exalt you. She will honor you when you embrace her. She will set a garland of grace on your head. She will give you a crown of glory. Ways of wisdom and wickedness. Listen, my son, and accept my words, so the years of your life will be many. I instructed you in the way of wisdom. I have guided you along straight paths. When you walk, your step will not be hindered. When you run, you will not stumble. You will not stumble. Hold on tightly to instruction. Do not let it go. Guard it, for it is your life. Do not enter the path of the wicked or walk in the way of the evil people. Avoid it. Do not travel on it. Turn away from it and pass by, for they cannot sleep until they do evil. They are robbed of sleep until they make someone fall, for they eat the bread of the wickedness and drink the wine of violence. The path of righteous is like the light of dawn, shining brighter and brighter until the full day. The way of the wicked is like darkness. They do not know what makes them stumble. My son, pay attention to my words. Incline your ear to my sayings. Do not let them out of your sight. Keep them within your heart, for they are life to those who find them and health to their whole body. Guard your heart diligently, for from it flows the spring of life. Put away perversity from your mouth and keep devious lips far from you. Let your eyes look directly ahead and fix your gaze straight in front of you. Clear a level path for your feet, so all your ways will be firm. Do not turn to the right or to the left. Divert your foot from evil. Proverbs chapter 5. Beware of seduction. My son, pay attention to my wisdom. Incline your ear to my insight, that you may maintain discretion and your lips may preserve knowledge. For a seducing woman's lips drip honey, and her mouth is smoother than oil. But in the end she is as bitter as wormwood, sharp as a double-edged sword. Her feet go down to death, her steps lead straight to Sheol. She does not keep straight to the path of life, her paths are crooked, but she does not know it. So now, my sons, listen to me, and do not turn aside from the words of my mouth. Keep your path far from her, and do not go near the door of her house, lest you give her strength to others, and your years to the one who is cruel, lest strangers feast on your strength. Your labors go to a foreigner's house. At the end of your life you will groan, when your flesh and body are spent, and you will say, how I hated discipline, how my heart spurned reproof. I would not listen to my teacher's voice or incline my ear to my instructors. I was almost in utter ruin amid the community and congregation. Drink water from your own cistern, and running water from your own well. Should your springs flow in the streets, your streams of water in public squares, let them be yours alone, and not be shared with strangers. May your fountain be blessed, and may you delight in the wife of your youth. A lovely hind, a graceful doe, may her breast satisfy you always. May you always be captivated by her love. Why, my son, be captivated by a seducing woman? Why embrace a foreigner's bosom? For a man's ways are before the eyes of Adonai, and he observes all his paths. The iniquities of a wicked man will ensnare him. The cords of his sin will hold him down. He will die for lack of discipline, led astray by his own great folly.